Hello, welcome to Kundalini Yoga. My name is Nahal Atma. I'm here with Kavalya Amrita, my dear friend and lover. And we're going to begin this class today with rubbing the palms together, tuning in with the Adi mantra, Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Inhaling, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Holding the breath at the top, consolidating, exhale, inhale. Angure name Yuga, Angure name Zadgure name Sri Guru Deve name Angure name Yuga, Angure name Zadgure name Sri Guru Deve name Angure name Yuga, Angure name Zadgure name Sri Guru Deve name. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Again, welcome to Kundalini Yoga. We were going to talk a little bit about sleep today and how getting good sleep is very important in daily life. It's a very simple thing that is so human. Everyone has to sleep. But we have these different traditions in Kundalini Yoga. The whole practice is very much a consolidation of life practices. So it's not only these kriyas, but it's also something that's very balancing for every aspect of the life. I'm sure you've experienced that in the short time that you've practiced with me. And it sort of comes in very naturally when you start to do the actual yoga and spend time with the yoga. It kind of teaches you how to regulate how you're using your body in the world. So sleep is a very essential component. And yeah, so for me it's as I was telling you earlier, the ambrosial hours from 3:30 to 6 in the morning is a time when I traditionally get up, when I'm feeling myself able to do that. It's not every day, of course, but I feel like the path has led me naturally into that, waking up at that time. And it's it just clicks. Like I'll wake up and I'm like, oh, I feel this need to do the yoga, and that's helped me to regulate the sleep cycles, and to have more energy throughout the day, and to balance the like waking dream states that we all experience in the sleep cycle, and to recognize like when I'm being drained energetically wise from having too much sleep or too little sleep. So I think it's really interesting how our society like has this idea that it's needed 8 hours of sleep for an adult female or male to be healthy, and it's like totally not correct. What's your experience with sleep in general? Do you have a routine?
It's a good question. It changes over time, right?
Yeah.
I think I'm so happy that we started talking about this again, because it again reminds me of how much I appreciate this technology. Because I remember when I first started this, I was having insomnia all the time, so much anxiety. I couldn't sleep. I'd wake up off and on all night.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just years of that. And I'd have to take melatonin, and I'd have to cycle off of that and take something else. I had like 4 different ways of trying to take these supplements to help me sleep. And it's just not even an issue anymore. I don't even think about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired, I'm going to bed. Like, it's been that easy.
Yeah.
It's really crazy.
It's interesting, huh?
Yeah.
And it's like, you're very high energy, so I think, you have a mission here on Earth, and you have a lot to get done. So it's like, can be overwhelming sometimes, I think, for people like us that are high energy to actually like give ourselves time to settle and rest. And like when our glandular system is not balanced and our physical body is not balanced through some type of practice, it's hard to get there. It's like our mind, I remember before too, when I didn't have this practice, it'd be like, oh, I need to sleep, like telling myself, but then it would just take me further away from the sleep. And it would take hours.
Hours.
Yeah.
Well, I still have the full moon thing. When the full moon is up, I usually don't sleep, but then I don't ever feel drained.
Uh-huh.
I don't really feel like the next day I'm so tired. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
I'm going to just get more things done. I'll do my extra yoga. It's like more energy during the full moon cycles for me, for some reason.
For everyone, yeah. It's a high energy time. It's interesting, like, how the different times of the day and times in the astrological cycles and in the moon cycles affect our systems. And like this technology has broken it down for me so well.
Totally.
To be able to understand that.
Yeah.
Like why am I feeling like this? And why is, it's a full moon. I can use that to recognize why I'm high energy, or it's a new moon and I feel low energy. It's like, it gives me this sensitivity and like a understanding intellectually as well, which I think is really interesting.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Well, but wasn't there something in here about rubbing feet?
Yeah, so we have these feet, these things called feet.
Like this.
So welcome to humanity. But it's a practice that you can use before bedtime, rubbing your partner's feet, or even friend, it doesn't matter. But traditionally to use almond oil to rub the meridians in the feet to allow the body to balance. And why this is done is because of like the major meridians the meridians on the feet connect to the whole body, so you're like grounding through your feet and you open up your feet, I guess you can allow the grounding energy to move through the feet, and you can release a lot of tension in your body through just the feet.
Yeah, I've heard this, that like massaging
When you're
your
a
feet,
massage
yeah,
therapist of how many years?
like 8 years.
Yeah.
So when you rub the feet, there's like reflexology and different points you can hit. You're basically massaging the whole body just through the feet. And it just naturally has this amazing relaxing effect on people, and helps release tension and kind of get you back in tune with your breath. And it's a great way to connect with a friend or a partner. Keeping your feet healthy and functioning really well helps you stay really, like any part of your body, it's a really important part. It helps us stay balanced, and like, think about it, your feet kind of go out in the world before you. Like, they're the first part that meets reality at this other level in your body. And so taking really good care of them and respecting them keeps you in a good way on your path.
Yeah, and it mentions in the text about the pranic energy. That's, I think, what I was trying to say. Like the breathing, so our breathing takes in prana, obviously. Our breathing takes in energy, the life force, the prana.
Yeah.
But it's going through all pores of our skin, so the feet and the hands are like, they have the most nerves.
They do.
So...
And chakras, they have chakras in them.
Yeah. I mean, we transmit energy through our feet and our hands.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it would make good sense that would be a really practical technique.
Practical way, yeah. Of like making sure that you're giving and receiving transmissions with clarity and ease. So.
And another, like, a few very practical tips that you can use before bedtime on a regular basis. Just not eating too late. I think you're like a lot better at that than I am. I tend to eat like really late sometimes, but I'm also like a lot younger, so my body's able to kind of pick up the pieces. But but yeah, just try not to eat after. It says 4 p.m. That's a little early for me. But
6 is fine.
Yeah, and also the mantras at night. How amazing is that? Like, if you're not playing mantras at night, I really don't understand like what's happening in your life.
Yeah, the mantras all night long. It's amazing.
Well,
what
because
an
it like
easy way to like just to have the mantras working for you.
Yeah, they're working for you, exactly. They're these mantras, that the Kundalini mantras that we have, are programming the subconscious as we sleep. So we're staying at a higher vibration in our restful state and in our dream state, and allowing ourselves to wake up very refreshed and ready for our day. And even the gong, sometimes, like, you know that I play that when I sleep, and sometimes I get tired of the mantras, so that's why I do the gong. But it has this certain essence for me, like, I feel so much more restful when I play the gong, like for a few hours before I get up. If I wake up in the middle of the night, sometimes I'll like change it. But yeah, it's very interesting how these little things can kind of help us so much.
Yeah, and they're easy to find. There's a lot of them out there. Just what are some keywords people could use to find them?
Well, I mean, a resource that I've used is 3HO, the Happy, Healthy, Holy organization by Yogi Bhajan. And I found this to be very effective on this path specifically, but there are so many practical tips for anyone. It's like, it's just the most effective things all in one place. So yeah, I guess you could just search sleep Kundalini yoga.
Kundalini yoga,
Yeah.
That's I put that into YouTube and found things. So. It's out there.
Yeah. Yeah, so again, to kind of just wrap up what I was saying at the beginning, just to clarify, the 5.5 hours of sleep is enough for our system. And I found that to be very effective in myself and gives me a lot more energy during my day.
And you're not sick.
Yeah, and I'm not sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's great. Thanks for the cool talk.
Yeah, thank you.
About feet and sleep.
Sleep.
Satnam. We are working with sleep in this Kriya again. This is a great set to do before you go to bed. You can also do it during the day to balance your nervous system. What this yoga does for the nervous system is allows the parasympathetic nervous system to become stronger than the sympathetic response in the body. So we can always maintain this essence of calm inside of ourselves on a biological, glandular level. So coming before our thoughts, we can control our bodies and be able to induce restful sleep and induce a positive and calm experience during our day. So we're just going to get into this set now. Coming onto the heels. Folding we're just keeping the spine straight, leaning back 30 degrees. Eye focus is at the tip of the nose. And we're just breathing long and deep. Inhaling to the sound of Sat. Exhaling to the sound of Nam. Inhale. Hold the breath, hold the posture. Exhale. Coming back to center. Spine is straight. We are grabbing opposite elbows with opposite hands, and we're rotating the torso from right to left. So we're going right to left. Breath is still deep. And just continuing this grinding motion, breaking up deposits in the body, specifically in the lower centers, so in your liver, your kidneys. We're working with the organs also. Maintaining the Sat on the inhale, mentally vibrating Nam on the exhale. In yoga, this series of breath, movement, and mantra is always synchronized, but we have an order of importance. So the mantra is first, the breath is second, and the movement or the posture is of third importance. So just being aware of how these energetically sensitive sounds can affect the whole body. And some simple things you can do with this in daily life, just maintaining Sat on the inhale, Nam on the exhale throughout your day gives you this powerful projection wherever you are, whatever situation you're in. You have the ability to maintain a high experience of yourself and a positive experience of yourself. And as you begin to cultivate this on a personal level, you begin to expand out to others, and others can feel these vibrations that you emanate. And it's all through this simple practice of very simple words that are not just words. And we can also use the mantra Waheguru. If you use either of these, your aura is going to be very different from the average person's. And it's very apparent when you're in a room with people that don't have these practices. You're able to, again, maintain this lovely presence. Breathing. Coming center, inhale, holding the breath, exhale. Bringing the legs out now, stretching the legs out straight. Hands are on the ground next to the hips, and we're using the hands to lift our bodies off the ground. Body drops. Inhale up, exhale down. And just 10 more here. Don't be afraid to drop the body, to almost hurt the body in this posture, so that you don't have to hurt later. And inhaling, exhaling. Coming back onto the heels now. We're just repeating the previous exercise, grabbing opposite elbows, rotating right to left. It's almost like we're hugging ourselves here, thanking ourselves for this gift of movement that we practice through this yoga. This very simple but expansive series of movements that open up the system. these postures can be done for this whole 3 minutes or however long. We're practicing these for 3 minutes, so you can shorten them to 1 minute, 2 minutes, depending on how much time you have in your day, or depending on how much time you have before you go to bed. Inhaling, center, and exhale. We're going to do 15 body drops now. And coming into bridge pose, so our feet are on the ground, our hands are behind the body, our torso is lifted up, neck is back. And we're going to do a breath of fire here. So what the breath of fire is this steady, equal inhale, exhale through the nose while lightly engaging Mula Bandha, which is the rectum, sex organs, navel. So we'll begin here. And if you're pregnant or on your cycle, we're not doing breath of fire, we're doing long, deep breathing. It's also just as effective as breath of fire, just a little slower. And continue here, keeping the mantra Satnam going. Satnam, Satnam, Satnam. We're trying to lift our torsos so our bodies are going to be like a platform. We're going to inhale now, holding the breath, holding the posture, squeezing Mula Bandha. Exhale, lowering. 10 body drops. When you're finished inhaling and exhaling, We're charging the system with prana, with energy through this breath. So the breath is always consistent throughout any posture you do. Coming back into bridge pose, begin breath of fire. Inhale deep. Hold the breath, suspend the breath. Apply Mula Bandha, drawing the energy upwards. Hold the posture. Exhale and release. And just taking a moment to shake out any parts of the body that need to be shaken out. Rebalancing. And we're going to come into the back now, actually. Just relaxing. You can close the eyes here. Allowing the breath to return to normal. Beginning to rotate the wrists and the ankles, coming back. Stretching the body. We're coming into bridge pose one more time. Raising the right leg to 60 degrees. Point the toes forward, do a powerful breath of fire. 1 minute. Inhale, apply Mula Bandha. Exhale, apply Mula Bandha. Relax. Coming down for just a second, we're going to do the other side now. How are you feeling?
It's hard. It's great. Little challenge never hurts.
Yeah, okay. So coming onto the right leg, bringing the left leg out to 60 degrees, toes are pointed, breath of fire. Inhale deep, apply Mula Bandha, squeezing the body. Exhale, apply Mula Bandha. Inhale, coming down. Sitting in crow pose, so we're coming up on the feet. Our hands right over left. Arms extended straight out. Standing up and sitting down here. We're just doing 30 of these. And whenever you've hit 30, just coming down to seat. And coming into Cobra pose now, where as Kavalya has her legs extended out, your torso is up, shoulders back, long deep breathing. Now try to kick the buttocks with your feet. If you can't, you can come down onto your knees. And we're just here kicking the buttocks. Why are we doing this? We're doing this because the buttocks is a major nerve in the body, so we're stimulating digestion, we're balancing the lower chakras, we're raising the Kundalini by stimulating this nerve center. Comments on this set say, if sleep is a constant problem for you, practice this Kriya regularly for 90 days. It can be done before bed at night or in the morning. We waste billions of dollars on sleeping aids and stimulants when a much safer and more stable approach exists in exercise and meditation. Unfortunately, the exercises take effort. A pill doesn't. If you choose to put the effort into this Kriya, it will eliminate sleep disturbances and give you alertness throughout the day. So it's typical of Kundalini Yoga to be able to stimulate any response that you'd like to experience in your life, whether that's better sleep, better sex, better friendships, an enlightened state of being. Whatever you'd like to experience can be experienced through the regular practice, consistent practice of different kriyas, without the use of drugs or any other external substances. You can learn to stimulate this natural response within the body. And inhaling, holding the posture, exhaling. And for this last posture, we're coming up to seated from this cobra pose slowly onto the heels. Our palms come together, eyes come closed, elbows are slightly bent, shoulders are back, heart is open. Eyes are rolled up and in towards the crown chakra. Focus at the crown chakra. Focus on opening this 10th gate above the head. Receiving. Receiving the totality through your own effort. Inhaling, holding the breath this last time. Exhale, lowering the hands into a prayer position, tuning out, holding this blessing for yourself and for others around you. Inhale, exhale, inhale. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on, guide your way on. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam.